Hey, what do you say? Welcome in to episode number 42 already of the Run In podcast, brought to you by Figure Collections and figurecollections.com. My name is Tommy Paradise.
It's showtime, folks, with your boy DJ here in the rafters in the Jackie Robinson episode of the Run In.
That's right. I didn't even think of that. Good call there. Good call. I'm always associating stuff with numbers.
Yes.
Like everything. Like my wife will be like, "How do you remember all this stuff? Like where we were, or like what
jersey numbers,
where we parked." It's always jersey numbers. Yep.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
So yeah, lots to talk about in this episode, guys. We're gonna go over Fastlane. We're gonna give you our three things. We got some fig news, a lot of wrestling news, not figure news, but just wrestling in general news as we build up to Mania here. And of course we'll talk toys, we'll talk some Disney Plus and some a new Marvel show that's on that I'm sure you guys took in, but we got to let you know to hit up our social media. We need you on Twitter at Run In Podcast. Make sure you're following along there. Make sure you're voting in our Munch. Shout out to John James for this name. Our Munch Madness bracket going on. Where as of right now, we are about to go into the Sweet 16 of the best chain restaurant in America. So get on Twitter and vote. You can also vote on Instagram. It's at the Run In Pod. And of course, make sure you hit up our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/the Run In Podcast.
We made it.
We did. We got those 100 subscribers. Now we got to get up to the next level and get a couple more subscribers. So keep helping us out. Keep putting the word out there. Keep retweeting when we're sharing stuff out there. And just keep spreading the word. Write those reviews on Apple Podcasts. We really appreciate that. And we're doing that Munch Madness bracket as we talked about on both Instagram and Twitter. Also on Instagram and Twitter, I've been posting my 32-day, because we started 2 days early.
Right.
32-day countdown to WrestleMania by showing off different wrestling shirts every single day. And if you're watching the YouTube video of this and you go back and look, I'm posting them I'm going to say I'm posting them in front of my figures, but I'm actually rocking these shirts every single day. I just don't think you guys want to see me. A couple of people have we want to see your collection. Move the shirt. We want to see your collection. So
I've seen that. Yeah.
One of these days we're going to do the good old fig room tour. I just got to straighten up in here a little bit. You guys, if you're watching the YouTube video, you see behind me, even up behind me, like near my head, it's like kind of messy right now. There's stuff all over the place, but you should see the floor, and behind me it's just not in a. You saw DJ a couple weeks ago.
I seen it.
Not in a good spot right now. So
it's not YouTube ready, but
no.
But you got the goods though. Like once you get that organized, it will be it's going to be something you want to see on YouTube.
That's right. We got to polish it up a little bit, but DJ got the drip flowing tonight.
And I want to give it up to Jason, from WrestleGeddon, for
Chris.
Oh, geez, Chris. I don't know where Jason came from. Maybe I was watching Power Rangers or something. Chris, thank you for the mug.
Yeah, man, I got mine going too. I got my bang in mine. It's a beautiful little mug from the Bad Boys of Wrestling podcast, the WrestleGeddon podcast. So thanks to Chris Matthews for shooting these over to us. I know Phil Gentile from the Fig Cave got one as well. So we appreciate it, man. Cheers. I got my I forgot what even flavor bang I bought tonight. Peach mango.
I didn't know. So I just learned something. I didn't know bangs were clear.
Oh, really? I think all of them are clear. I think anyway.
Yeah, I'm today years old and learned that.
Trying to think if we got anything else to get to before we get right in the ring. It feels, Pro Wrestling Tees. Pro Wrestling Tees store. We got our new shirts up there. We got the Lake Show. We got the Beantown. We got the Retro Arcade. We got the Ninja Turtle inspired one. We got the G.I. Joe inspired one. So go check those out. We got the Raw is War old logo up there as well. If you buy a shirt, let us know. We'll send you a magnet. All right, starting tonight. And keep an eye on Pro Wrestling Tees, man. They threw a flash sale at us last minute. The other night. So keep an eye on them. You can score one for 20% off, and that's one of the best ways you can help out our show is by hitting up prowrestlingtees.com/runinpod. That's right. Kenny's corrections, none again this week. Baby, we're killing it with the corrections. Kenny's going to be out of a job pretty soon. More on that in a little bit.
Oh yeah, we gotta
find something else for Kenny to do.
Yes.
We'll talk about that in a little bit, but we did get one correction from Charles Andrew, friend of the show. We hung out with him in Albany. He sent me a message the other day, and he said, what did he tell me? He told me that we were talking about Walter last week in NXT UK, being the UK champ and all that stuff. And I was like, yeah, man, it wasn't Pete Dunne the first champion there. And and we all agreed, we all thought it was, and it was actually Tyler Bates was the first.
Ooh,
there's NXT UK champion.
That's some trivia for you.
Yeah, so I felt like a dumbass, but it's not the first time we've been wrong on this show.
I think a lot of people, I would venture to guess a lot of people thought that.
I feel like it's like an association thing. Like Tyler Bate, I mean, and to be honest with you, this is probably going to be another correction thing. Tyler Bate, I don't remember the last time I saw him on TV. Now I don't watch NXT UK all the time, but I don't remember the last time I saw him on TV. So
I don't either.
For me, like we see Pete Dunne all the time, so it's just like an association thing where it's like, oh yeah, Pete Dunne was the first ever UK champion.
Even figures, like his first figure comes with the European title. So
that's right.
So it's like, and then Pete Dunne had it for a long time. So
right.
That's why I think people figure it's Pete Dunne.
So shout out to Andrew. Yeah, shout out to Charles Andrew for keeping us honest on the Run In podcast. We're doing the best we can here. We can't remember everything.
No, you can't. And then you're doing this off the, we're shooting from the hip here. Like
that's right.
This ain't scripted, folks.
I do appreciate when people let us know what we messed up. So if you guys think we messed something up, you can let us know. Slide into those DMs. We're gonna have to plan something for episode 50, but we also got Wrestlemania here. We're a little producing on the fly here. We might have to do a Wrestlemania contest. We got a prize in the bag that we will reveal later. It's not a huge prize, but it's better than nothing. So we'll have to figure something out here. But
WrestleMania's like
it's creeping up on us.
We gotta do something here. We gotta
creeping up.
Do something to slap our fans in the face and thank them for listening to us ramble.
Yeah,
for a couple hours here.
Make sure you get one of those new shirts over at Pro Wrestling Tees, by the way. And if you do, make sure you send us a picture of it, because I haven't ordered one yet, so I haven't seen what they are like coming out like. I just know that they look great on the website. So let's if you get one, shoot us a picture so we can see it. All right.
I'm gonna get one tomorrow.
Yeah. Wait, you're waiting until payday. I got you.
You got it. You heard it. Yep. I ain't lying like that. I don't have to lie to kick it like that.
I don't blame you.
Paid.
I don't blame you. Working on some toy deals, and I was like, I'll get you on Friday.
That's it. And and the people selling understand that.
Oh yeah, for the most part. There are some douches out there, but for the most part, I think they do. But DJ, man, I think that's it for small talk and housekeeping stuff. We're moving right along here. You ready to talk about some WWE Fastlane?
I'm ready to talk about Fastlane. Let's do it.
Let's do it. We are jumping in the ring here, guys. It is in the ring. It's brought to you by our boy over at Buy, Sell, Trade Toys over on Instagram. Use the code RUN10 to save yourself 10% at checkout. I actually have not checked out his page in a little bit. Let's take a quick look while we're doing this and see what he's got some goodies up here. I have not looked. It's probably this is a week ago. So he's got some AEW figs. He's got a lot of stuff up there. Just go check him out. AEW Unrivaled Loose Wave. Actually, it's not just one wave, it's a bunch of them. So he's got Jericho, Hangman, Lucha Bros, Kenny Omega, MJF. So go check that out. And he's got some other good stuff on there as well. Buy, Sell, Trade Toys on Instagram. Tell him we sent you, and use that code RUN10 for 10% off. All right, man. Fastlane. We're on the Fastlane to WrestleMania. I watched this. I was late. You guys did the recap show with everybody. I didn't think this was a great pay-per-view. I didn't feel like I missed anything when I watched it on Monday or Tuesday, whatever day I ended up watching it. Really did not feel like I watched anything, or not that I watched anything, that I missed anything. So, Give me your thoughts on this, man.
I think we called this, like, this should have been, like, say, a Saturday night's main event, especially for Peacock. Like, I think it would have been great for Peacock to, like, your NBC bring back Saturday night's main event, and this card would have been great for a Saturday night's main event.
I don't.
But go ahead.
Sorry, no, you go ahead. Go. You keep going.
And then so just, you know, like, and it's not to say like the in-ring work was bad or anything like that. It's just there's not a whole lot. You can't really push the button, you know, before your biggest event of the year. And we know this, you know, like the people that know anything about entertainment, you know, you can't, you know, like you're about to have your big moment here in a couple of weeks and you don't want to do too much right before that, you know, then then you got to top that, right?
And you don't want to risk injuries or anything like that either.
Injuries, yes. So, you know, there was a moment where I thought McIntyre might have messed himself up in that match, which would have been disastrous. So, you know, it's not to say I wasn't entertained at all. It's not even this, you know, it's just, I think that pay-per-view is just put in an unfair spot is what it feels like. To me.
Yeah, it's just like I've said it before, man. Just keep building to Mania. I love the idea that you have, though, of having it be like Saturday night's main event, especially with the launch of Peacock. That's a great idea. I actually hope they are listening and they end up bringing that back at some point where they have like a Peacock special where it is, you know, Saturday night's main event live on Peacock, and it's the only way to watch it. That would be actually be amazing. Hopefully they would do a good job with that. And I mean, they're trying to bring back all these other ones like Starcade and, you know, the Halloween Havoc and the
we just had Halloween Havoc. Yep.
In your house and all those. So
spin the wheel, make the deal.
That's right. So overall, like, yeah, I mean, the actual wrestling wasn't bad. I actually thought the Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan match was really, really good. Maybe, I mean, we throw this term around a lot, but maybe one of the matches of the year so far. Like, I think it was awesome with everything, the way everything unfolded in that match. You know, you have Roman tapping out, but the ref obviously not seeing it, and then Edge getting involved. So I thought that was a great match, and man, we've said it before. If you're hating on Roman Reigns at this point, get out. Like, just get out. Like, Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre are the two biggest stars in WWE right now. I never thought I would say that about Drew McIntyre. But yeah, it's just
probably both of them.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's actually probably pretty true. The rest of the card, though, I just kind of was like, meh, whatever. It was cool to see. It was cool to see the Fiend back, all burnt up, all crispy.
We said, hey, you can't have them come back and look the same after the ending to that last match.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely not. I did read something, again, this is from the dirt sheet, to take it with a grain of salt, that the burnt version is actually Bo Dallas, and that the regular Bray Wyatt could be coming back at WrestleMania, or the regular Fiend could be coming back at WrestleMania. So we'll see what happens with that.
Well, if that's true, then Bo is hitting the weights because he looked big enough to me to look like Bray.
Well, the page I read it from had a picture of side by side. I forget what page it was. I should have screenshot it. It was side by side, and of a picture of Bo Dallas and a picture of extra crispy Fiend, and they actually looked similar. I mean, it looked like Bo could have bulked up a little bit, but it didn't. He didn't look as chubby to me as Bray did. So we'll see. You know, that it could have just been one of those things that somebody thought it and it's not real. Right. But we'll see here in a little bit. But overall, I mean, not a whole lot to say about this pay-per-view either, which is kind of
we talked about WrestleMania for most of the reaction show. So.
Yeah. I didn't even go back and watch the reaction show. I'm a terrible co-host. I should have went back and watched. But
yeah, we and the folks, like, thanks to the folks that were in there with us. We talked about what we wanted to see and what we thought was going to happen for WrestleMania, because they didn't have all the reveals yet on that night, you know, that we've had on the last Monday Night Raw, and then we'll have some more, I'm sure, tomorrow on SmackDown.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't want to get too far ahead. I with what's going to happen with Mania, because we have SmackDown tomorrow. So, But we can go over our picks here real quick. I've got the belt somewhere. Oh, it's right here. I've got the belt still. We'll see what happens here after we read off these results here. Let's see. So Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defeated Bianca and Sasha. So that's one for each of us. Roman beat Daniel Bryan. That's one for each of us. I picked Big E. You picked Apollo. That's one for me, and one wrong for you. And then you picked Drew McIntyre. I picked Drew McIntyre. They both won. And then I picked a no contest for Alexa Bliss and Randy Orton. You picked Alexa Bliss. Now, Wikipedia says Alexa Bliss defeated Randy Orton, but I was just scrolling through Bleacher Report, and Bleacher Report said it was a no contest. So I don't know what to go off of. I mean, she was clearly.
I'm about to say I saw Randy Orton laying on his back and Alexa Bliss straddling him. That's a pin.
So did
the bell rung. And the bell rung.
So did Randy Orton's wife, and she was not happy about that. Kim Orton was not happy about that on the Twitter machine.
I would love to see that tag team match in wrestling. I will vouch for that tag team match at WrestleMania.
All right, so we'll say it was that Alexa Bliss got the win.
I think so, because the bell rung and everything, like when she was on top of him. So
right, I got you. But it doesn't help you, man, because if we draw in that case,
and then tie goes to the champ,
double count out. So I'm still champ, baby. Woo!
I want to win that thing. I want to win it at WrestleMania anyway. Like
I told you guys, I was on a run. Once the Royal Rumble hit, I was going to be on a run. Here I am, baby. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens at WrestleMania. So
we might have to do like the whole week. Like we might have to do like Takeover and the two WrestleMania, like 4 nights of wrestling, and see who has the best score.
Definitely have to talk about what we're doing for WrestleMania, because there's 2 NXT shows, 2 Mania shows, like a lot of wrestling going on.
A lot of wrestling. Tell your significant others, folks, that week you're going to be
that week we're going to be occupied.
Yeah. So if your significant other is not a fan, you need to let them know now that you're going to be. Hey, I'll take you somewhere next week.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's not a bad idea.
But this week, get the popcorn ready.
That's right. That's right. All right. So that wraps up our coverage of Fastlane, man. I can't believe it's almost WrestleMania season already. And we'll get into this in our top 3 things, or our 3 things we want to talk about. But right around the corner, before we dive in any further to In the Ring, we got to have you hear a little word from our sponsor. Guys, how many figures do you have in your collection? 20, 50, 100? What about 43,000 figures? What? 43,000 figures. FigureCollections.com has a database of 43,000 action figures and toys, allowing you to search by character or series. You wonder how many freaking Undertaker figures there are? I'll give you a hint. It's over 300. You can see pictures of almost all of them by searching Undertaker in FigureCollections.com database. FigureCollections.com has been around since 2007, providing the best figure information, deals, and videos. You can get all the info over at FigureCollections.com. Check out the figure database today. It's FigureCollections.com. All right. And FigureCollections.com right now is your U.S. hookup for Cella Toys, wrestling megastars, retro style Nick Aldis figure. He's got a couple of them left. I know he's got a couple loose and a couple damaged left. He's supposed to be getting some more in. So if you're looking for that, keep an eye on his store. All you got to do is go to figurecollections.com/store. It'll bring you right to his eBay store where he's selling those straight out of the box from Cella Toys. And then he's got a ton of other stuff on there. I'm actually putzing around on there right now myself. So, yeah, shout out to Jack over at Figure Collections, who plays our, not just because he's a sponsor, but he also plays our episodes in his store. So thanks to Jack for that. We're working on a couple things with Jack, with Figure Collections. So more news on all that coming up soon. We are now, instead of going through the weekly shows, piece by piece, we talk about 1 or 2 things, or actually 3 things, because it's called 3 things, that we want to talk about over the week of the weekly shows of wrestling. And I'm going to start things off here, DJ, with the NXT tag titles being vacated and the fact that I'm actually more excited for NXT Takeover than I am WrestleMania at this moment. I was just watching.
Hot take.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was having this conversation with a buddy of mine too about like WWE right now. I feel like is paying for the fact that they relied on all these. They relied on all these like part-timers to help them get, with Mania. And now that they don't have as many of them readily available because of COVID and everything, now it's like this card is not looking great. It's not looking great. It doesn't have me excited yet. I know we still got a couple weeks to go, but like I'm watching NXT last night and I'm like, oh man, I cannot wait for some of these matches. I'm ready for O'Reilly and Adam Cole. For O'Reilly and Adam Cole. Like I'm just ready for a lot of these matches that they're teasing on NXT, and I'm not really that excited about Mania.
Well, I guess that kind of goes into like one of mine 3 things is the matches that were announced so far. I think one thing that I'll go with you with is that NXT has been it's been a while since a takeover, so they've been able to do some storytelling. So that's why we're so interested in these matches in takeover. All of them have a story. Even the vacated title match, the vacated tag team title match, those are tag teams that have a history of going against each other. So that's even still, it's not thrown together like that. You can tell they put those tag teams in that match for a reason.
Right.
Whereas, the only real stories we have with Mania so far. So
I'm looking at the card right now. We got Roman and Edge.
Right.
Fiend and Orton again.
So that's a story.
That's a really long running story. You call Bad Bunny and The Miz,
I guess, kind of a story.
Long run story. Lashley and McIntyre could be a story. Sasha and Bianca has been a story since the Rumble, and then Asuka and Rhea Ripley is a story as of Monday night.
Right.
Braun Strowman and Shane is a story as of 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Which let's derail here for a second and talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Shane McMahon being a grown ass man, calling another grown ass man stupid, is one of the worst things I've ever seen or watched he just keeps calling him stupid. Every time I tune in, Shane McMahon is calling Braun Strowman stupid. Now, don't get me wrong. When I hear Braun Strowman talk, I think he's stupid. But I don't think, why is this grown-ass man with gray hair calling another big-ass grown-ass man stupid? Like, come on. Like, what?
You can't think of another insult?
Exactly. Like, that's the best you could come up with is he's stupid. Okay. And also, I'm going to shit on one more thing here real quick. I'm negative Nancy here right now. But on Raw, I noticed Braun was like running around the ring doing his little shoulder block there. And they had trained sound effects.
They sure did. They sure did have trained sound effects.
Let's GTFO with that. Let's not have that anymore. A little too much production there, WWE.
Yeah, because I get that's what the gimmick that you're going with. Like, there's even a train on his entrance now. Okay, I'm okay with that. We've had tugboats and everything else, so I'm okay with that. This is wrestling.
Yeah,
but I don't need it during the match. Like during the match, just let the people in the ring do their thing.
Right.
I know you already took the leg slap away from them.
Right, you're going to take away the leg slap, but then have a fucking fake choo-choo train sound when this guy does a shoulder block. Come on. So yeah, just kind of going off
slime.
And slime. Just going off of what we talked about here real quick with like comparing the two cards. We got Mania. We just kind of ran through the card there real quick so far. On NXT, man, we got Io Shirai and Raquel Gonzalez. Going to be great.
Yeah.
You mentioned it, MSK and Grizzled Young Veterans, who they've already had a little bit of a history with the Dusty Rhodes Classic. And then Legado del Fantasma. They've been involved. We've got the Gauntlet Eliminator match to determine the number one contender. That's going to the winner of that is going to face my boy Johnny Gargano on night 2.
Johnny Takeover.
And then like, okay, Walter's been back for 2 weeks or something like that. And then Ciampa comes out this week and I'm like, oh shit, this is going to be good.
That's kind of almost a dream kind of a match that people have had.
Right.
NXT.
Yeah. I think that's going to be amazing. Balor and Karrion Kross. I can't wait to see what Scarlett's wearing at this takeover.
Because you got to take your wardrobe up a notch at
that's
takeover.
Right. That's right. Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, we talked about that. And even Jordan Devlin versus Santos Escobar. Like, even though Jordan Devlin to me is like Finn Balor light, it's like he's the Bud Light version of Finn Balor. I'm getting into him slowly here. But let's backtrack here for a second. Is Scarlett the hottest woman in wrestling right now?
That's a good question. It's hard to argue, to be honest with you. I mean, there's some people that I could name that like can at least approach her tier, you know what I mean? But that's hard to argue. Like off the top of my head, like who, you know, it's like who else?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like, you know, it's like for anybody hating on that, it's like, okay, then who?
Guys, let us know what you think. I just took up a lot of time here with my number one. It was supposed to be just the NXT tag titles vacated, and then the more excited for NXT than Mania. But you guys know I'm a fucking NXT mark right now. I'm into it. I love the energy. I love the matches. That's my brand right now. Somebody asked me this the other day, actually. If I had to rank the 4 shows, you know, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or AEW, for me right now, it would be NXT, SmackDown, AEW, Raw.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good ranking. I know the, like, you know, I for fun I go and look at the comments when they put the ratings up.
Yep.
And it still kind of amazes me, like the people that don't, like, they just see, oh, AEW got more, like, you know, numerically they got more viewers.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, but you know, again, this is the main show of this company, and they're not reaching 1 million views. Like everybody keeps saying, oh,
right.
Well, WWE's ratings are tanking. Okay, but they're getting at least 1 million viewers every week.
Right. And they signed this huge deal with Peacock. Like, they're not hurting.
I'm about to say, like, you know, I don't know if you guys are, you know, people that think that, I don't know if you're paying attention to the entire bit. You got to open the blinders up a little bit. And then they're stuck at 700,000. It's like, you know, and going down. Like, it's like, I'm seeing them go down. And this is with all of the names that they have and everything. So it's just like, you know, and again, this is a guy who enjoys watching AEW. I watch Dynamite every week. I'm entertained every week, so I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying to be, you know, throwing victory flags up because you numerically beat NXT is not really, like, you guys, like, you got to look beyond that. Like, you got to look beyond that head-to-head matchup. You guys that's your main show for this company, and it's got to be more than 700,000 a week. Right.
Yeah, I watch NXT more than I watch Raw, or I mean, not NXT. You guys know that I'm a mark. I watch AEW. I watch Dynamite more than I watch just because I'm curious. You know, I want to see what they're doing.
Sure. And you want to get to know these folks that are, you know, like, they're indie darlings, like most of them.
I want them to succeed.
Yeah. So. And then, so you said Escobar and Jordan, like that kind of went into my second of my 3. Just how, you know, Sean came out on NXT this week and alluded that this should be a ladder match.
Yeah. And
I'm going to agree with Sean on that notion.
Yeah, that's going to be nothing but good. Nothing but good.
Yes, because those are two, like you said, both of these guys, like, they're about to put on a show. Yep. With the ladder. So yeah, I'm all for. I'm 100% for that match.
Yep. Same here, man. I'm all about that. I lost my spot here on our sheet. Okay, my number 2. And we'll kind of overlap here a little bit as well. Talking about AEW was Britt Baker's promo following up last week. I was curious how. So I'm gonna actually give AEW some credit here. I was curious how they were going to follow things up from last week with this Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker, and Britt Baker. She took the full count fastball right down the middle and knocked that shit out of the park with the bases loaded. She killed that promo. Probably one of the better promos I've seen in quite some time. She claimed it took Mick Foley 20 years to become a hardcore legend, something she did in one night. She turned her attention to Tony Khan, criticizing him for signing legend after legend when he has the biggest legend under his nose, and it's her. Definitely spitting fire. Britt Baker. So we said Scarlett might be the best looking woman in wrestling right now. Britt Baker might be the best thing in women's wrestling at the moment.
You gotta say, her, probably on, and I gotta say on par with Thunder Rosa.
Yeah. Thunder Rosa her stock is just like GameStop 2 months ago. It's like it's going through the roof, man.
The bar got set. The women's matches that we're about to see, at Takeover and Mania, they have to feel some heat. They gotta be, when they're planning their match, they gotta be like, look, you saw what they did on AEW, right? So
right.
So the bar has been set, ladies, and I don't envy their position at all. I'll just say that because it's like they got these are big events and they gotta get to that level, and so Britt is on fire. I'm glad that she finally got a figure.
Wait, she did?
Did she? I'm sorry. Did I?
I don't think she did yet. I was just looking at rings.
It's just, I think it's been joked around so much. Maybe I thought she finally got it, but
there's a rumor that she was going to get a dentist office pack, but I don't think that's actually happened yet. No, it definitely hasn't happened yet. So
okay, stupid. So no, not stupid. Me, just stupid that she doesn't.
That she hasn't got one.
We have a Brandy figure, and
and
I'm sorry, I'm not impressed by Rio at all. Not at all. I'm not impressed with Rio at all.
No.
And so I don't get it. I don't get what they're thinking with the with the figure lineups that over there. But no, but she's a star. She's proven that she is a definite bona fide star.
Yep, she's killing it. She is killing it. All right, DJ, you're number 2, or one of the things on your list. We got to stop numbering these.
Right.
But you had Darby Allin versus John Silver here, so that we can we'll keep the AEW talk going.
Sure, because I wanted to give John Silver his props here because they, how they like to show the guys talking after the show goes off the air.
Yep.
And Darby went on and had to give John his kudos because he knows that his shoulder went out in the middle of that match, and he finished it. Like me or you would have been like that. Just ring the bell, or just lay down. Look, just do the coffin drop and let's get out of here. Because it's gone. But no, he finished the match the way that they planned it with a shoulder out. So, anybody that's ever done anything to their body knows that this is this like how great, what kind of grit this guy has.
Yep.
And I had to give it to him. I had to give it up to him this week.
Actually, I dislocated my shoulder in the middle of a hockey game, not severely, but bad. And there was a medic on. This is a long ass time ago, and there was a paramedic on my team, and he actually popped it back into place for me. And then I took maybe 5 minutes afterwards and finished. We didn't have much. I'm not trying to say I'm John Silver here, but I popped my shoulder popped out of the socket while we were playing. He popped it back in, and then I finished the game. But then afterwards, I was even though it was back where it needed to be, I was dying. So, and just the pain, it was bad. So yeah, kudos to John Silver. I enjoy him too. Actually, he's one of the guys that I enjoy on AEW.
Yeah, he's fun to watch.
The only other thing I had was a Fiend, but we already kind of talked about him with the Fastlane reaction. And I did have a little did you know nugget that Sunday or Monday, I'm sorry, Monday was the first time Sheamus ever submitted in a match, according to one of the like Instagram accounts or Twitter accounts that I follow. Bobby Lashley was the first one to get Sheamus to submit ever.
Well, you know, that kind of makes sense for his gimmick. Like, he's supposed to be this big badass, so he shouldn't be tapping out the people. Like, you should have to knock him out to get a win. So I agree with that. Like, I think that's good booking. That's the first time he's ever tapped out. Yep,
definitely. And then we did our Fastlane reaction. We talked about all that. All right, so it is time. Man, we're flying through this episode. It is time for Kenny's Impact Minute, and it is exactly 1 minute this week. So here we go.
It's your boy Kenny with the Impact highlights of the week. You had an appearance by Kenny Omega and Don Callis as they played a video of Kenny Omega doing his finishing move on Rich Swann to let him know that he will be walking out a double champion. But Rich Swann was not too far away as he told Kenny Omega that he will be walking out AEW champion. You had an X Division rematch as you had TJP taking on Ace Austin, with Ace Austin getting the victory. You also had Deonna Purrazzo taking on Jazz as Deonna Purrazzo got the victory. You had the Good Brothers in action as Cara Anderson took on Eddie Edwards, with Eddie Edwards getting the victory. Not too much going on in Impact this week, but there was a promo from Matt Cardona issuing a challenge to Brian Myers, and hopefully we'll see those two go into action at the next pay-per-view. Besides that, no Moose and no tag team action. So guys, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Kenny from Da Call Up. You guys can follow over at Da Call Up. He's got an interview with Moose from TNA from Impact on his YouTube channel and on his podcast feed. So definitely go check that out. And he's got some other good interviews, some amazing interviews actually coming up in the next couple weeks here. So make sure you check out Kenny's Impact Minute and his Facebook his YouTube channel and his all his other stuff there at the call up. Sorry, terrible plug for Kenny, but it's because I'm so distraught that we might be getting rid of Kenny's Impact Minute here because Impact is going to be moving to Thursdays. We record on Thursdays.
He's gonna have to pop on the recording while we're.
That's what might end up happening, guys. Is Kenny might just pop in here, give us his Impact Minute, and then get off. Which I think could be actually pretty entertaining because we don't know when.
I think that's kind of fun. Yeah,
we don't know when he's going to pop on. So yeah, that could happen. We'll see what's going to happen. But April 8th is when.
Like they didn't need to let us know that far ahead of
time. Yeah, so Thursdays, Impact will be moving April 8th. As far as other news goes here for the world of wrestling, Peacock is censoring stuff on the network or removing stuff that I don't. This is tough. This is a tough subject. I don't want Chris Benoit to be removed from wrestling. Like from these, I know what he did. Just because I'm watching one of his matches or a pay-per-view that he's on doesn't mean that I condone what he did or I'm celebrating his life or anything like that. Like, I think, like I've said this before. I said about Hogan. I think we talked about it where like there's people that can separate, the human of Chris Benoit versus the character of Chris Benoit or the athlete of Chris Benoit. Like I'm not a fan of Terry Bollea, but I'm a Hulk Hogan fan. Like, you know what I mean? Like there is I get it, but there is a way to separate it all. And I just feel like Peacock, I get what they're doing because they are NBC and Universal and all that stuff, but it's like you have movies on there that have, the same all kinds of stuff on Universal. Like, why are you censoring WWE? What's your thoughts, man?
Well, every time somebody mentions, like, say, Chris Benoit being edited out, I'm like, well, why isn't Jimmy Snuka edited out? Like,
right? Exactly.
He's all over the place. And we know that what he did.
Right.
And it turned out that he did it, and that Vince kind of helped bury it.
Plus, with everything that like went on in the Attitude Era, like granted, the promo that we're talking about here that they're editing out too from WrestleMania 6, where Roddy Piper is painted half black, half white. Now I want to get your take on this. But like there's stuff on the network or on in the Attitude Era that is probably just as bad, if not, I don't want to say worse, but just as bad.
DX being the Nation of Domination.
Exactly.
You might want to think about.
Exactly. But again,
as funny as it was, but still, like they were pretty much in blackface.
Right. And again, there's probably movies on there that depict stuff just as bad, if not worse, on Peacock. So, like, I know what I'm watching. I know I know that happened. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not
right.
If I'm watching that, it doesn't mean I feel the same way as Roddy Piper. I'm watching it for entertainment, just like I would be watching a movie on Peacock. Basically,
I just think like because I've heard Roddy talk about that, like his choice to do that a few times. Like he's said this a few times. Like you guys can go and look it up. He wasn't meaning for it to be like, say, blackface, like he's Al Jolson or something. He was meaning like, hey, like it was his way of showing, hey, we're the same. Like that's what he was trying to go for. And it took him like a long time for him to get that. Whatever paint they used, it was good because
that's right.
He couldn't get it off for a long time. But
there's like a rib about that or something.
Yeah. So yeah, I do like I'm going to respect the what Roddy had to say about it a lot. But there's just gonna like, I mean, you got kids now that's trying to, and I laugh, like, you know, everybody ended up laughing it off, but I mean, you had kids trying to cancel Eminem, you know, so it just sometimes like it's like, dude, you guys can't go back. Like I just feel like you can't go back and cancel stuff. Like that's just
right.
We've already seen it. It's already been done. It was a different time. I like how, like, I kind of like how Disney just like they just put a disclaimer. Like, you know, me and my daughter were watching Peter Pan, for example, and they just put a disclaimer like, hey, this was back when we weren't as sensitive as we are now, kind of a message. And then boom, you saw the whole movie like it was meant to be watched. So I agree. You guys, we're both parents, right? It's just like, dude, parent your kids.
Right. You know? Exactly. I think that's what it ends up coming down to is just
you can turn the channel, you can, you know, but to have to, you know, turn it off like or delete it for everybody else, I'm not with that.
Right. I'm with you, man. So it's been interesting. I actually haven't watched much Peacock because like the network is still on the network. I think up until like this week or maybe next week. But yeah, we still have the network. So like I'm still watching on the regular network because I know it and I don't like change. So I'll mess with Peacock another time. But it kind of caught me off guard that they were taking all that stuff away. But
yeah, I've been, you know, trying to. You could like pretty much every day, like there's something different that you can see that they added on Peacock. Like I do take a peek at it to see what's going on, but I mean, they don't even have like up to date Raw episodes. Like they're on February on Peacock on Raw. So it's like, it's a big data dump, you know, anybody that's had to do this before, like they know that this is going to take a minute.
Well, I'm just glad that they're like the way they made it sound when we talked about it either last week or the week before, the way they made it sound was that like there wasn't going to be anything on there except new stuff until SummerSlam. And like
there's some classic stuff still.
I was going to say now that we're talking about it a little bit more, like I did actually, I had a PlayStation on the other day and I threw up. I just like checked it out real quick and I watched WCW Saturday night. So there is,
they got a lot of those, don't they?
Yeah, there is old school stuff on there. So you just like it's going to take time. They're not just being like,
it's a lot of data.
Right. They're not just flipping a switch here. They're moving everything all the way over. But big news of the week, I think one of the biggest stories of the week was Andrade finally getting his release. And they kind of announced this like after Fastlane.
Right.
And then there was rumors going around all over the place that Ric Flair and Charlotte had something to do with it. like helping him get his release, and that she was going to sit out of Mania. But then I read today that she's not, like she might be showing up on SmackDown because her COVID,
COVID.
you know, she got COVID. Allegedly. I know there's people that think she didn't actually get it, but and that was just kind of like an act because of the whole Andrade thing, and she was actually like in trouble. But yeah, I don't think they would be stupid enough to leave Charlotte off the WrestleMania card. So what I was saying is that I read today that there is she might be coming back as soon as tomorrow night or tonight on SmackDown, and starting her storyline for Mania. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, just we kind of talked about this in our group chat where, like, if a guy wants to be released and you're not using him, I understand the whole, like, you don't want him to go to AEW and become a star. But it's like, if you really feel that way, then use them. Use these guys. Right. You have so many hours of television that you need to program for a week. Like, just use these guys. I thought Andrade was good. Think about this. Like, a year ago, Andrade was like one of the biggest stories on Mania. I remember being on the show and being like, we're getting a lot of Andrade on Raw, because it was like him and Zelina Vega, and he was with like Angel Garza. And like, that was all that, like, they were on when
like COVID hit. Yeah.
Yeah. They were on like two or three times.
Yeah. Their faction was all over Raw. Like when COVID hit, and
now they're just like, we're not using them. Yeah. We're not using them. We're going to let them go. Or like, it's just, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, why hold the guy down and let him go do this thing? You know?
You know, but Vince, man, you know, first, like, I mean, I think Vince just really has a problem pushing folks that that don't speak English that well. Because you've seen, like, say, Shinsuke and Asuka, like, they had to up their English game, so that they can get a push. Because if you didn't, like, you're not. I don't think you're gonna, like. So as soon as Zelina Vega got fired, then that was trouble for Andrade, because that was his mouthpiece.
Yeah, but figure out something else to do, man. Put him with Paul Heyman. Put him with Char.
He should have a stable.
Right. It shouldn't just be Brock or Roman. He should have a group of guys. He should have some kind of faction. Right. But let's see here. What else we got for news? 2 new Hall of Famers. One deserves it. One I don't think does. Kane, hands down, deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Famer. Kane is a Hall of Famer.
Actually, when I heard the news, I was actually like, wait, he's not in there? And then I remember
well, he just stopped wrestling. So
that's exactly where I was going with that, is he just stopped wrestling like yesterday. So but the Great Khali, I don't think is a Hall of Famer. But again, you have the Bushwhackers in there and Coco Beware. So I guess Great Khali was at least a world champion. But
he's a world champion. I think they do, and for good reason. Like, they want to make the India market happy.
Right.
And for good reason. Like, there's I'm not gonna, I think India is a very cool place. So and they should have somebody to, they should have their heroes as well. And I think he really was. I think he really was a hero for them. And he won a championship. He was a world champ for a minute. He just needed some leg work. Like, it looked like he did. He skipped a lot of leg days.
Right. Yeah. And yeah, he just, all I think of when I see him or hear his name is him dancing with Natalya in the ring. Just crazy.
And Natalya can't dance either. So
she can't. But let's see here. What else we got for news? We had a lot of stuff on here. Oh, I wanted to mention Randy Orton. Speaking
of the twins, right? Did we mention the Bella twins?
Did we? No, they're not on here. What do you got with the Bella twins?
Aren't they Hall of Fame as well?
Are they? Not this. I don't think they were announced this week. I'm just going off what got. I thought they were already announced for last year.
That might be what I'm thinking about.
Let's see here. Yeah, February 21st, 2020. Bella Twins announced as Hall of Fame inductees.
Oh, you know what it is? There is I saw a lot of reports that they're
They want to come back.
They're getting ready to get in the ring.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, oh, I'm going to need an adult beverage if they're going to get in the ring.
We got Randy Orton on the Broken Skull sessions. I don't know if you took this in. This was really, really good. Another thing that they did where, I've never been a huge Randy Orton guy. Like, he's respectable. He's a Hall of Famer, hands down. Mm-hmm. He's just never been like one of my favorite guys.
Right.
And once I watched this, I was like, damn, he's come a long way from what he was. I remember like just hearing these stories about him being a shithead and just not
right.
And he talks about that in there. He talks about all of that, and it seems like he's really turned it around and really became a good dude, and really appreciates what he has. He knows he didn't have to go through the indies and stuff like that. Right. He's like, I've seen guys, and he uses guys as an example, like AJ and stuff like that. All these guys who went, all over the place to hone their craft, and he kind of just had a smooth transition from what he was doing to wrestling. So
right,
yeah, it's just it's a good watch. It's a very good watch.
Yeah, and then just that subject of the routes that people, like the different wrestlers, took. I'm just not with the people that will shit on a wrestler just because of the route that they took to get to the big stage. Like, everybody is going to get there differently. And what brought that to mind was that, so we have WWE doing they're ranking the women. And you can tell that Ronda Rousey is going to be, in the upper echelon of the ranking.
I was going to say, spoiler alert.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know what number she's going to be, but we know that she's going to be in these next higher numbers. And so you see a lot of people on the Twitter and just in the comment sections. Oh, well, she, the reason why I didn't like her was that she didn't like pay her dues like the other wrestlers. And I remember somebody saying, like, when me and my daughter went to a Raw, and I remember somebody saying that, and I asked him, I said, so is it not enough that she was like in MMA taking real shots? Like, that's not not enough for you, and winning gold medals. Like, it's like, I mean, how much work did Kurt Angle do before he got to on the big stage?
That's a good point.
How many indie shows did he do? How many indie shows did Ken Shamrock do?
Right.
So it's just like, so what are we talking about here?
There's guys and girls, I think, on both. It's just like Major League Baseball or NBA or NHL. Like, you have guys that go from college or high school right to the show, and then you have guys who bust their ass in the minors for 5 or 6 years. It's the same thing with any other sport. You can't shit on someone for the way they got there. They got there they skipped all that for a reason, whether it be their bloodline or their talent wise. There's plenty of other wrestlers, right? I was gonna say there's plenty of other wrestlers who have famous parents. Brian Pillman Jr., just off the top of my head, who didn't go right from college or where Marines, like Randy Orton, to WWE or FCW or whatever you want to call it. There's plenty of guys who have not gone the same route as Randy Orton, and there's plenty of guys who have gone the route of AJ. And there's no wrong way. You get there the way you get there.
There isn't. As long as you're ready when you get there.
Right.
I don't have a problem with you.
Exactly. The Thunderdome is moving to the Yuengling Center, which I didn't even know was a thing. I looked it up. It is where USF plays their basketball games. So a little bit of a smaller arena than Tropicana Field. But I was curious. I said a couple weeks ago on our show, I said, what are they going to do once baseball season starts?
Baseball time.
They got it all figured out. So hopefully they'll just go back to live shows soon. I mean, sports teams are opening up. They're going to have people in the seats at Wrestlemania. Like, let's get back.
Yeah, I think they're going to have kind of like Dynamite. Like, they're going to have a limited amount of people to come in at first, and let it. Because I am like, that's one thing about WrestleMania that I just can't wait. I can't wait to hear like the actual audience reactions, not the ones that they're pumping in, and see like how people really feel. Like because I almost feel like one of my little predictions is that I don't think there's going to be that many boos for Roman when like this time around. I think a lot more people actually like this version of Roman than when he was a baby face and everybody was booing.
Yep.
So I so stuff like that, I want to hear. I do want to hear what are the real reactions that these wrestlers are getting.
Right. I'm with you, man. It's going to be weird. I think it's going to be a little weird at first to have real fans back, like, especially for wrestling where the crowd is like so involved. Like you're not really noticing like with the NHL or even MLB, like spring training games, like you're not really noticing, but I think wrestling is one of the things where you're actually going to notice there's fans there. So looking forward to that. Lots of news here. Let's run through the rest of it here real quick. Cody and Brandy are getting the Aldi version of the Ms. and Mrs. Shout out to Zach Egolf for that joke. I stole that from him. But yeah, it looks like they're getting I think it's called the Roads to the Show or something. I forget what exactly it's called, but they're getting their own little reality show. So Brandy's getting what she wants. Good for her, I guess. Whatever. I'm not a Brandy fan, man. I mean, looking at her, yeah, she's great. But like, I listened to her when I went to pick you up at the airport. I was listening to her on Renee Young's podcast, and I was just like trying to give her a chance, trying to like her, and I just, I don't know, man. She just sounds like a spoiled brat.
And just think, like, I mean, think about it. Like, she probably is a little bit spoiled.
Oh yeah, for sure. I might watch it just to kind of. I mean, I don't want to say I'm going to watch it to shit on it, but I'm going to watch it to. I don't know. I'm going to watch it out of curiosity, I think, and I'm probably going to hate it, but whatever. I mean,
I'm not a big reality show person, so.
I was going to say, as you guys know, I love Total Divas. I love Total Bellas. I love Mrs. and Mrs. actually. So
that show is. I've caught a few scenes of that show, and that they are pretty funny.
Yeah, Mrs. and Mrs. is pretty good. Last thing we got here is Batista asked to come off the Hall of Fame, not ballot, but like this. He doesn't want to do it. He wants to be inducted into the Hall of Fame when there's actually fans there. So, which I can understand. He wants to give his shout out to the fans and have people be there. I would probably feel the same exact way. So, I forgot he was going into the Hall of Fame. It's weird. The Hall of Fame is so weird this year because it's last year's class and this year's class. So it's gonna be all weird. And I don't like we might have been talking about this in our group chat. Like, are they gonna do one like last year's one night and then this year's another night? Like, we don't know I don't think we know anyway what the schedule is gonna be or how it's gonna all work. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's time to walk that toy aisle. And Walk That Toy Aisle is brought to you by brand new sponsor, Stack of Cards. Go to stackofcards.com. Use the code RUN10. Save yourself 10% at checkout. New stock in store online every single Friday. So that as you're listening to this, you got to be like, oh, shit, I need to go check out stackofcards.com and buy some cards. He teases what he's going to have up on the site like early, like Thursday, Wednesday, and I saw there's some goodies up there. There's some NHL, some Star Wars, and cards are so hot right now.
Yeah, they are.
Man, I was actually going to bring this up on like in this segment is like the other day I was just like, oh, there's a prospect for the Red Sox. He's probably going to make the team, Bobby Dahlbeck, and he's just been killing it in spring training. He killed it a little bit like for a good part of last year towards the end. And I just went on and I was like, I'm going to see if I can find this guy's rookie card and just kind of like hold on to it and see what happens. And the prices of cards, man, even for this guy, he's already like, again, he's like not a nobody, but like, you know, a common fan.
Haven't made it to the show yet.
Well, I just said he played a little bit last year.
Oh, he had a cup of coffee.
Yeah. But like he's going to be up for the season all year. And his rookie card is like $35 already. Whoa. I feel like a year ago it would have been like $3, $2, you know, like it's just insane right now. Cards, Pokemon cards, sports cards. It's absolutely
at Target. That's where everybody is every time I walk in.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the toy news this week. AEW Wave number 3 is up on ProWrestlingTees.com. So if you can't find it in the store, you pay a little bit of a premium and you can get it from Pro Wrestling Tees. Didn't see shirts for this wave. Wave 2, remember Wave 1 they put up, and they put some shirts up with them. Didn't see any shirts for this one, but I could have missed it. By the way, speaking of Pro Wrestling Tees, I was on that website today looking at our shirts. Adam Bomb now has a store on Pro Wrestling Tees. Yeah, so get yourself an Adam Bomb shirt. I don't think there was enough Adam Bomb merchandise back in the day. So
he had a gimmick that was actually toyetic.
Oh yeah, I loved Adam Bomb, man. Chronic, not so much, but Adam Bomb, I love. Zombie Sailor showed off prototype images of the Dino Bravo Hasbro retro style figure he's going to be putting out. Every single one of these that he ends up showing off, I'm just like, good Lord Almighty, these are going to be good. These are like must-haves, guys. Like, you're going to want to be paying attention to Zombie Sailor's Instagram page, his social media, if you're not already, because these are going to be damn good. So the Dino Bravo's up there. He put it side by side with the Sabu. So yeah, just keep an eye on it. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff. I love that we're getting like a weight between Zombie and Cello. Like, we're getting a great line, 2 great lines of these Hasbro retro style figures. And that's Dino Bravo's first ever figure, which is amazing. That is amazing.
I thought he at least had a LJN, but no.
Ringside started to ship the Jeff Hardy versus Triple H Elite 2-pack, where it comes with Jeff Hardy in the basketball jersey and the Oval Intercontinental title. Ringside also got the Legends of Lucha Libre, the accessory kits, and Rey Fenix and Penta in stock, and those are shipping. I'm curious.
They're kind of expensive, aren't they?
I think somebody posted like they bought the AEW ones and they're like, oh shit, these are the same price as the Legends of Lucha Libre before shipping. So they are a little bit expensive, but I mean they look really good. So I mean, you get what you pay for. I have not seen these in person, and I don't really have any interest in them, so I haven't really been paying like close attention to like videos or anything like that people are putting up of them. So you guys got to make your own decisions on that one. I can't sway you. I do like the accessory pack. So it comes with like another mask, some barbed wire bats, actually like a light, like a fluorescent light bulb, like a long style light bulb.
That's funny.
The other one's got like a 2x4, a cinder block, a nightstick, a microphone. And they both come with another luchador mask. So cool shit there. But wrestling wise, man, it was kind of a slow week. Stone Cold, there's one of those boxes up at WWE Shop where it comes with a shirt, a generic micro brawler, which the micro brawler, he's like molded into the King of the Ring throne.
Right.
And if the micro brawler looks great until I saw somebody comment that the eyebrows are off, like the eyebrows just don't look right. And now that's like all I can see. I'm just like, oh no, why did somebody say that? Because now I'm like looking at it. I mean, I wouldn't buy it anyway.
I can't see Ruby Riott anymore, so that's what you get.
I'm not gonna buy this Stone Cold box just because I'm waiting for the Ric Flair one to come out eventually. We know it's coming.
I'm trying to because my sister is the biggest Stone Cold fan that I know, and I sent this to her. I'm trying to see if she'll buy it, and so I can review it. I'm like, buy it so I can review it.
Yeah,
you can keep all the stuff. I just want to review it.
Comes with a poster. Let's see, the poster, the micro brawler that we talked about, or generic micro brawler because it's not made by Pro Wrestling Tees. A koozie. Let's see, what is
koozie
this?
Actually,
yeah, the koozie is pretty badass looking. A pin, a shirt, a bottle opener, and a mini title center plate. And then the box is like, the poster actually looks pretty cool too. The box is all done up with Austin 316 and him raising his fists and stuff. $55. You can't go wrong.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's a pretty good price.
I mean, even just for the shirt and the micro brawler, if you're keeping that and the koozie, like actually this one has a lot of good stuff in it. I remember like the Piper one didn't have like great stuff.
I like the Piper one, yeah.
But between the brawler, the koozie, the bottle opener, and the shirt, that's 4 things right there I would definitely keep. And then I would just try to sell the rest. And the poster, that's definitely stuff. The rest of the stuff I would just try to sell on eBay or something. But
and a la carte, that's more than $55 for those items.
Exactly. So I can't wait till they do a Ric Flair one of these. Although I always like get shafted when I like wait on one of these because like this one I just said there's like 4 or 5 things in this box that I would be all about, but I won't buy it. And then the Ric Flair one will come out and it's like it'll be like something stupid. And I'm just like, oh man. But speaking of WWE shop, it does come with they launched a rewards program. You earn points and redeem rewards.
That's kind of smart, actually.
I love websites that do rewards. My wife gives me like laughs at me all the time because I'm like, we'll be at the store. I'll be like, hold on, I have a reward for that.
Me too. And Sideshow has the Hot Toys website. They have rewards.
Oh, nice. That's good to know. And then my pro wrestling crate is in the mail for this month. I haven't gotten it yet, but I haven't watched Kenny's video of the spoilers yet.
Okay.
But I accidentally found out what the micro brawler was, and I was going to talk about it's Kevin Nash with a Shredder helmet on.
Oh, that's dope.
It's pretty awesome looking. But man, I was like scrolling through the Major Brothers podcast group, and somebody spoiled it like yesterday. They were trying to sell it, and I'm like, damn it, I didn't want to see that yet, man.
Right.
So if you're getting the crates, don't post it in the thing. Just say like I have the brawler from this month's crate, $25 or what? Yeah, DM me whatever you're trying to sell it for. Don't put a picture of it up. Come on, man.
Like that's kind of a spoiler. It is because it's like, dude, I part of the money that you paid for the crate is because you want to be surprised.
Right. That's part of the fun. Is I don't know what I'm getting. I want to see it when I open the box. I want to do an unboxing on our YouTube channel or something, like it's just frustrating, but it's part of the internet era. So, that's it for wrestling figure news though, man. Like nothing crazy. Like I said last week, it's going to slow down a little bit because of Wrestlemania. Wrestlemania is right around the corner. So they're going to save WWE is going to save all the reveals for that. I think so.
Right.
We'll move on from wrestling, but we did see DJ. Did you see these gargoyles? NECA.
I did, and I'm a Gargoyles fan. So that
are you? I was curious on the age there. I remember watching it. I was curious if you're with your age, if you missed it, because I feel like I kind of stopped watching. I remember Gargoyles, but I kind of stopped watching like right around that time where it came out. Stopped watching cartoons or not paying as much attention to them. But I saw this and I was like, immediately made me feel like I was like 11 or 12 years old watching cartoons after school. And they're gorgeous, man. I'm not going to buy these. A couple people, send them to me and are giving me shit thinking I'm going to buy them. I can't start another collection right now. I just can't.
It's because that's just the beginning. Like Goliath is just the beginning. Like they're gonna have.
Yep.
I can go for Goliath and the Detective, and then just stop right there. I can do it. And yeah, because that show, like because you nailed it. Like by the time this show came out, there were very few cartoons that I watched.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, it had the story, like it had the compelling stories to keep you watching. So this particular cartoon, like because it was right along with like if you remember Batman the animated series.
Yep.
So it had that same kind of tone as Batman the animated series. So yeah, I was like, oh, Gargoyles is on. Everybody leave me alone. So yeah, I think I might get this.
Oh, all right. Well, it's available on BigBadToyStore.com. Up for pre-order right now, $32.99, and estimated to arrive in July of 2021. Yeah, there you go, man. But these, again, NECA just knocks it out of the park, these look amazing. So there was some Marvel Legends leaks I actually didn't post these on our Instagram, and I meant to. And they're all Falcon and Winter Soldier related. It's Winter. We saw pictures of Winter Soldier, U.S. Agent, which is like the generic Captain America, and Baron Zemo. Those are apparently coming in the next wave. The Falcon and Winter Soldier are obviously going to get their own wave. Just like
I want that red, white, and blue Falcon.
Yeah. We'll talk more about Winter Soldier and Falcon, I have a feeling, a little bit later on.
Sideshow, baby. Hot Toys has already, that's right. Yeah, they put out, if you guys go check it out, they have Winter Soldier, like from the series.
Do that on their site right now. Trying to check this out here on the fly.
And I like the way the arm looks dope on this figure, like the way that they did the Winter Soldier arm.
It's on Sideshow, right?
Yes. Because it's one of the Hot Toys 12-inch figures with the excellent face scan of the actor and everything.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Oh, that is nice, man. That is nice. Sideshow, man, you're gonna get me one of these days. We're gonna be on the air, and I'm just gonna go. There's gonna be something where I'm just like, okay, I'm doing it.
I'm trying because right now it's back ordered for the 80s. I heard you say that you really liked you wanted the Michael Keaton Batman of Sideshow.
I do like that. Yep.
So they're on back order right now, but when that becomes live, you're getting a shot. I'm definitely sending that to you. Yeah, I'll be like, wait till we're recording before you buy this.
Oh man, some of these. I'm getting sucked in here on the Marvel page. Oh no!
Yeah, the Sideshow will get you.
Yep. All right, let's move on before I spend too much money.
Okay.
Spend any money. We don't talk about McFarlane a lot here, or DC, but McFarlane Toys put out pictures of DC Multiverse.
I like what he's doing with that Batman line.
Yeah, he put out Unmasked Batman. That's where I was going with that. So I bought the Superman in store. And I did I upgraded. I had the I don't even remember who made them, to be honest with you. It might have been Hasbro, but it was Super Friends. It was a whole line of Super Friends, and I had them all. And then McFarlane came out with the Superman, and I was like, I'm gonna upgrade my Superman. I got Harley Quinn, and then there just hasn't really been any that I've been like, oh, I absolutely need that. This Bruce Wayne though is it's from the Justice League. It's pretty good. No helmet on Batman or no mask on Batman. Right. For a $20 figure, this looks like it could be a hot toy. You know what I mean? Like just looking at the pictures on the Foosh.
Right. No, they did Ben Affleck on the face scan. See, I want that the Batman Beyond McFarlane. And I'll go from there. But this is definitely like after I saw this one, I was like, oh, okay, you got me again, McFarlane.
So I always loved McFarlane stuff, man. I mean, we talked about it. We've talked about their sports figures on here before.
Right. He cares.
Yeah. Yep.
He cares about all of the details of the figure. Like when you see him do his lives on the Insta, you can see the passion that he has, the passion that he has for the detail on the figure. So I appreciate that.
Yep. It's good stuff, man. It's absolutely good stuff. That's it for toy news. Like I said, man, slow week here for everything. Like no real turtle news. What did let me just go back here. What did NECA do for if anything, Turtle Tuesday? They're always post on Tuesday.
And keep in mind, like also we talk about, we're about to run into all these these Comic Cons.
Right.
And there's a toy, there's a whole toy con, right? So I think people are loading up. Like they're loading up for these, these bomb drops that I think that we usually have during the summer.
Yep.
And then this summer, people are going to be able to go to stores. So, and give people that Judas effect while you're trying to grab that last figure on the peg. So, so yeah, I think that's what's happening. I think people are in the lab, making their decisions and making their molds to drop these bombs on us in a couple of months.
Yep. I'm with you. Especially like I said, WWE is gonna have, they're gonna have a ton of stuff Mania week. So
you got to ride the Mania wave. You gotta.
Yep, it's true. All right, let's. So we don't. That was it for. Like I said, that's where I was going with that. Is that we don't have anything else to talk about for toys, toys news wise. So lately, like we've been throwing in like questions about our collections and stuff like that.
Sure.
And we've used this question before, but it's a rotating question. It always changes.
Yeah, that's the life of a collector, right? Like
absolutely. What are you looking for right now, DJ? When you go to Target or Walmart and the shelves are bare, what are you pissed that they don't have? Or even like, what are you searching for on eBay?
I'm trying not to get this on eBay. Like, I want the excitement of getting this at the store, but I want the freaking 7-Eleven Stone Cold Steve Austin pop.
Okay.
It's starting to become fun to look for because it's like, wait, I want to get a toy at 7-Eleven, So that's starting to become kind of fun that I'm actually going to freaking 7-Elevens on my lunch hour. So
I've been stopping and looking. There's a 7-Eleven on my way to one of my trivia spots.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been stopping and looking. And actually, when I was in there last week, there was another guy looking at the same time. He was like showing the guy the picture. And I was like, oh, man, I'm looking for that too. So it's just kind of funny that we were both in there.
Whoever the exec was brilliant. Like this was a brilliant idea because it's just like I'd never like 7-Eleven goes right over my. I'm not thinking about stopping at a 7-Eleven.
No, me neither.
And brilliant. I like kudos to that guy. Like he should get a raise because he's got like another. He's got more people that weren't even thinking about 7-Eleven. Now we're trying to get in there.
Yep. Anything else that you're looking for at the moment when you're hitting Target or Walmart or, like I said, even the eBay?
Oh, and at Walmart, thanks for saying Walmart. So now like these freaking pops, like we talked about this, they'll get you some kind of way. So the Vision, I want the new Vision,
okay.
The white body that glows in the dark, is the other pop that I'm looking for at a Walmart. So when we get the weekly, you'll see why those are the figures I'm looking for when we get the weekly purchases.
All right. And that's coming up in just a minute or two. But for me right now, man, there's a couple things that like I have like a saved search on my not saved search, but like a list of stuff that like I want on my phone. And right now on that list, there's I think these were on here the last time we did it, but I added one. Ultimate Warrior flashback from the Walmart series where he's wearing his like red, white, and blue trunks. There's a basic of it, but I had the elite and I really want the elite back. I wish I never sold it or got rid of it. And then I one of these days I want to pull the trigger. One of these days on the 12-inch talking Hasbro Ultimate Warrior and the 12-inch talking Hulk Hogan. Like I said, one of these days it's going to happen. But then I'm looking for the $1 Million Chase. The silver suit, the good old silver suit, $1 Million Man that's at Target. I have only seen the new Legends Wave once.
And that was with me, right? When we both got Undertakers.
No, we got Davey Boy Smith together.
Davey Boy Smith, yeah, that's right.
And I don't think they had the Legends because I saw them at like my local Walmart. And
that was Undertaker here. Yeah, I got that here.
I was gonna say, yeah, because you got it with your points there.
That's it. Yep. That's it. Yep.
And then the other thing I talked about it. The only other thing I'm really looking for is we talked about these. I got one right here next to me. These Marvel retros.
Yep.
There's an Incredible Hulk one that I keep missing out on. They were up on Amazon, and all of them except Hulk were up there from the first wave. This is Daredevil is from the second wave, but
right.
I need to get Hulk. That's really all I'm looking for at this. It's weird. It's a weird time right now. I mean, I know Kama is coming. I want him for as far as wrestling figures go and stuff. But like, yeah, it's just a weird time, man. I don't really have a huge want list. I know I have stuff
coming, the pre-orders and
but yeah. So
and then I got to pull like one day I will pull the trigger on that the talking Deadpool head.
Yep. You were looking at that when we were at
I will pull the trigger one of these days.
Which store we were at, but I remember you looking at that when we were out here, and you could see that on our vlog of DJ coming out here that we didn't film enough video for. Actually, I didn't shout that out in the beginning of the show. I forgot. We uploaded a new video too of you on unboxing Jetfire. On the YouTube, yeah. So, what do you got for weekly purchases, man?
All right, so I did finally get really lucky, and I got a PS5.
Oh, baby.
Oh man. So that was
a big boy purchase.
A labor of love. But thank to good old credit cards. I was able to get that.
Necessary evil.
The necessary evil when it comes to that. And then I, cleaned off my PS4 and traded that in and got some accessories and games.
Nice.
And let's see. So, the secret to go, I'm convinced the secret to going to Target and finding something is really have something else that you need to get, like a real need. Okay. So I really had some need, I needed some stuff at Target. And it was literally, okay, I'm just going to, I know it's, I'm going to see Bobby Heenan. I'm going to see Macho Man and Andre on the WrestleMania cards, but hey, let's walk by, right? Mm-hmm. What's it gonna hurt, right? And then bam. If you're looking on YouTube.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. So for those listening, I found the freaking silver suit $1 Million Man. Just
the same one I just said I need or want.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, let me just let him say what you gotta say. But hey, you had a PlayStation since November.
That's true. That's true.
So I couldn't believe, it was just sitting right there. I was like, dude. Yeah. So
that happened with the Jake the Snake chase. That happened with me where I think it was right around my son's birthday. Actually, we took him to Target so he could spend his birthday money or whatever. And I literally turned the corner and the chase was there. I was like, whoa. And I just grabbed it. And I was like, I don't even really need this, but I'm going to get it just because I have it. And, or because it's in my hand or whatever. And, I ended up flipping it, but
yeah, now I'm deciding okay, now do I just go ahead and get the black suit to actually open?
Yeah.
And flip this? Now, here I am with a Davey Boy Smith and a silver suit. Ted DiBiase, what do I do with that?
It's been a good month, man. Those are two hot figures that you were able to find in the store. That's awesome.
In the wild. Yeah. And then of course this microphone actually. Yeah. And then the mic here.
You upgraded.
Yes. Yeah, to the Yeti.
Hopefully DJ sounds a lot better in your eardrums this week because he spent a lot of money on that microphone.
Not too bad. It wasn't.
It wasn't too bad.
It was. Yeah.
Holy shit, dude! If I told you how much people have that $1 Million Man, the silver suit $1 Million Man on eBay for, you might be looking to flip it. Okay. Holy smokes! Let's see what they've actually sold for though.
Right.
$70 is the average.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 75 that accepted the best offer. 70, 86. 76, 75. So yeah, $70 is probably the average. Damn. If I was if it's 35, I'll just buy it right now while we're doing the show. Cause I know some of them, they don't get my Jake the Snake chase did not get that much. That's crazy.
Right.
So, as far as I go,
too bad I didn't get this before I came out there. Yeah. I would have just paid for the, Ted DiBiase signature. And
that's right.
That figure would have. And they had the guy grading. Remember, they had the guy grading signatures there. So,
so I'll be honest. My weekly purchases might be the smallest weekly purchases I've ever had. And I don't have anything near me except for a couple of things. But I got a Hacksaw Jim Duggan micro brawler.
Okay.
I'm on this if I can find them cheap, man. I'm on this micro brawler kick. I think they're cool little tchotchke things. They're just cool little knickknacks, so if I can find them cheap and it's somebody I like, I'm gonna snag it. So I got Hacksaw Jim Duggan, And then other than that, though, the only other things I got, you can see it on our Instagram. It's part of my shirt countdown. I got an original well, not an original, but it's the original logo. Blue shirt with a white WWF logo on it. I got that from, I cannot remember the guy's name, and he's like so far down in my messages. But it was a Facebook group I got it on. It's the old WWF logo, just a blue and white shirt. It's on day 11 of our, if you want to check it out. On
I remember that one.
Of our 32 shirt countdown. And the guy has a website. It's geekstickersonline.com. One thing that I thought it was cool that he sent in with it were these stickers of, I got Hulk Hogan and I got Macho Man. Let's do this here. I'm going the wrong way. So it is what their move was on their Hasbro and like the little image that it showed on the box. And he made these into stickers. So
nice.
He was like, you can pick two. Who do you want? And he didn't have Flair. So I got Macho and Hogan. And then speaking of stickers, the only other thing I got was DJ. I got a package coming to you because we now have Run-In Pod hologram stickers available.
Holograms.
We got the Beantown logo that Extra Cooler made for us in sticker form.
All right.
And of course, we had to get the Wake Show in sticker form. So some Run-In Pod merch in the mail this week. So I got a package coming out to you, man. I think I already gave you magnets when you came out here, right?
You did.
Okay. Then you got some stickers coming, bro. But other than that,
holograms.
Yeah, that was it. That's all I got this week. It's been a weird week, man. But yeah, that was all I got. Was, I mean, like I said, my pro wrestling crate will be here, I think tomorrow. Day late and $1 short on that, but curious to see what else is in there.
Pre-orders, like all these pre-orders, like like you got Warrior.
Yep.
You got X-Pac.
Yep.
And that's, I'm just I'm like naming stuff I know I have pre-ordered as well. So
yeah, I got a couple of things coming. I got oh, you know what I got? I will talk about it when I get it.
When those G.I. Joes cut, like the Lady J and Flint, when
still waiting, man. Those are Amazon. So they should be coming at some point.
I think I did Entertainment Earth with them.
I can't remember. Yeah, I'm just like, when I get the shipping notification, I'll get it. I'm not I'm not hunting anybody down or anything like that. So
it's not like you don't have toys. All I'm saying is that it's not like you don't have toys coming to you.
Yeah, right. I'm sure next week I'll be like, oh my God, I got way too much stuff this week. But yeah, not having a huge stack of stuff isn't a bad thing. So
no, not
speaking of stack of
every week.
No. Speaking of stack of stuff, make sure you go to stackofcards.com. Use the code RUN10. Save yourself 10%. They are the proud sponsor of Walk That Toy Aisle. And now we're going to head on over to Falls Count Anywhere. All right, guys. Falls Count Anywhere is brought to you by Fig Tees. Check out figtees.co.uk. Use the code RUN15 for 15% off your orders of wrestling figure T-shirts. You need a shirt for your X-Pac. You need a shirt for your $1 Million Man. You need a shirt for one of your figures. You want to get a Lakers jersey, a Celtics jersey for one of your figs. Hit up figtees.co.uk. Use that code RUN15 for 15% off. Check him out on Twitter. He's always got a really good outlook on wrestling too. Good opinions and stuff like that. So check that out and tell him the Run-In podcast sent you. Not a whole lot here, DJ, for Falls Count Anywhere. We'll run through it here real quick, but saw this today. We're always talking about Pepsi and Coke and candy, and Pepsi may have just lost some street cred with me, if you will. They announced a Peep flavored marshmallow soda. File this under shit we don't need. For one thing,
does it come with an insulin shot or?
Yeah. For one thing, Peeps are the worst Easter candy ever. Worst.
I'm gonna agree. Agree.
Wow. All right. I thought you were coming at me with that.
No,
on that one.
And whoever wants to come at me with that, they can. Like that
It's as bad as candy corn.
Yes, it's in the echelon of candy corn for sure.
So to like be like, who is the guy that's high at Pepsi who's like, you know what we need to do, bro? It's Matt Riddle. We need to melt these Peeps and make them into this soda. No.
And they were like, and they had the munchies. They were high. It's like, what we should do? Peeps, dog, Peeps. Yeah, that's what happened. And somebody went with it. Somebody signed off. Somebody put this in the factories and printed out the cans and everything.
Yep. And they're coming in. The cans are mini and they're coming in Peep boxes. And they're like blue, pink, and yellow for Easter. We might have to maybe we'll have to find these and do like a live taste test. On
what the hell? Like, I mean,
on our show,
I can always wash it down with an adult beverage if I don't like it.
That's right.
So.
I'll take a sip and try it. If we find them, let's do that for sure.
Yes.
But
I'm down.
I thought that was terrible. Then Black Widow is gonna finally be released July 9th in theaters and Disney Plus.
All right.
July 9th, to be honest with you, as I'm like trying to pull up a little bit more information on this, because it's going to be $30 on Disney Plus. Like you have to pay for it, like pay extra for it on Disney Plus.
It's on that premium thing. Yeah.
So I am at the point where like by July, pretty sure I'll have my vaccine, both my vaccines, and be ready to go. I think I might this might be the first movie I go back to the theaters to see.
Well, I get, like, as people are listening to this, I get my second shot.
Soon, right, man?
What's that?
I just said soon.
Like, as people are listening to this, I will be getting second shot. And this is gonna be right around my birthday.
Nice.
So definitely, like, I'm going to theater. I'm not gonna pay Disney Plus for this.
No, especially $30, man. I still got like Cinemark Movie Club that I'm paying for monthly.
Well, they haven't been taking out yet because I don't have any theaters open yet. But when they, then they're gonna take my $8 a month after when the theaters open again.
I actually want to log into my account and be like, they give me any like free tickets or anything like that?
They do. You get a little. I saw that you do get some goodies.
Okay.
Go back. Yeah. Like, for those of you that are not doing this, by the way.
Oh my God! It was one of. Sorry. Go ahead.
Tip. Yeah. Pro tip. This is probably what Tommy's going to say. The same thing. You got like like, is yours $8 a month too?
Yeah, 8 or 9, something like that.
Something like that, and you get a ticket. Like, so that month you get a ticket to a movie. You get 20% off on the concessions. And then every movie after that is $5.99. So, yep. Dude.
And you get the rewards for the Cinemark thing. And again, going back to what we talked about a little bit earlier, is you can get free tickets, you can get free popcorn, you can get money off at the even more money off at the concessions. Like,
on your birthday, you get free popcorn.
Yep. Me and my buddy were talking about this like before COVID and stuff. We were like, this is one of the best monthly expenses that like I've ever had. So yes. I'm actually looking at my account right now.
It's like, do you want to do that?
I'm not going back to the theater until I've had both my shots, which actually Connecticut just said today, April 1st. It was, so originally it was like April 12th or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then they moved it back to April 5th. And then today they announced April 1st, anybody over the age of 16 in Connecticut is eligible. So
we're the 15th.
Nice.
In Cali.
Nice. So yeah, I'm like, I saw this be announced the other day and I'm just like, Black Widow, we've been waiting long enough. July 9th sounds like a good time to go back to the theaters.
See, I think it's going to be Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah. See, I'm not that I'm not feeling that. I just really haven't paid much attention to it. Mm-hmm. So I might have to look into that. Maybe depending on when I get the shot, we'll see if I make it, if I get in there for that. So
right.
But yeah, it's good to be talking about, dude. Movies is like one of the things I miss the most.
I love the movies. I love going to the movies.
Me and my kid, yeah, we love it. We just take a Saturday, go for a couple hours. Sometimes just me and him, sometimes a wife will come along. It's all good stuff. I really do miss the movies, but it's also one of those places that is like, when COVID isn't a thing, it's generally disgusting. So like to go during COVID, like, it's just like, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. What we have talked about, my cousins did this, is they rented the theater for like $100.
Yes.
You rent the theater, invite, X amount of people.
Right.
And they did it around Christmas time and watched Elf in the movie theater. So
right.
We've talked about doing that. I would do that actually. Now I got the gears going. Maybe I'll do that for Black Widow if that's
well, it's so far, like, we got a few months here, so it's probably gonna be a little open by July, like, where you're not having to do the whole theater.
Right. That's true. Yeah. So other than that, man, I think it's time to do what you're watching, and then we'll get out of here. Short episode this week for you guys. But ain't nothing wrong with that. Get out of here a little bit early tonight.
No, because once we start Mania, like when we come on here that Mania week, that's gonna be damn near 3 hours, so we might as well.
Right. So what you watching this week, DJ?
I do, like, I'm not gonna take the thunder of what you're saying you're watching, because I also am watching that, but I'm also I'm rewatching The Wire on HBO Max. And you forget, like, it's just one of those shows you forget how good it was. You just forget,
Yep.
And I like how HBO Max has remastered the look of it, like, because I remember trying to rewatch it before, but it was all in standard definition. So trying to watch this, some show in standard definition, and they put it in a little box, and you're like, yeah, I'm not feeling this. But now HBO Max, when you watch any of the shows on HBO Max, it does match. They try to make it match your television.
I still I paid for HBO Max so the kid could watch Tom and Jerry, and I haven't messed around on there much. There's things on there obviously I need to watch, and I still need to watch Wonder Woman 84, even though a lot of people will tell me I don't actually need to watch it. But I want to watch Justice League. I haven't watched.
I'm about to say you gotta watch. I did watch Justice League.
What was your thoughts on it, without giving me any spoilers? Because maybe I'll try to sneak it in this weekend.
So I would say started with the sun up.
Yeah,
because it's a journey, but
it's like 4 hours, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a totally different movie. Totally different. There's still some of the same scenes in there, but you're not seeing like you don't have the Superman with the digitally enhanced mouth, and and this, like, everything makes more sense. Like, that first Justice League movie was a Frankenstein of a movie, as we know.
Yep.
This one, now all of the pieces fit. And you got to see Darkseid and some of the other characters that should be involved. So again, I don't want to give away too much, but yeah, this definitely gets the thumbs up. Like, it's definitely a better movie than that first Justice League, and hopefully they let Snyder do what he wanted with the whole series.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, man. I heard it was like 4 hours, and I was like, I'll get to it eventually. But I'm gonna definitely dive in here soon. And yeah, like everybody else, man, I watched Winter Soldier and Falcon.
Yes.
What did you think? I was a little like high and low on it.
Well, I mean, you got to remember, like, so this has been like just what happened with Wanda. Like, remember, they're doing a half-hour show here, and they're trying to suck you in. Like, they're not going to give you too much on the first episode.
Right.
You can tell there's going to be more action, though. Like, there's going to be more action than you had with Wanda, which is good. When you're talking about freaking Winter Soldier and Falcon, like, we don't want to see them having an emotional discussion every episode. But so for me, just like kind of liking that like I like the slow burn and then getting like, just an epic last 2 episodes. I like shows like that. So so I didn't have a problem. I'm still laughing, like people like the poor guy that can't, that's the quote new Captain America at the end.
Yeah.
He got so many, there's so many, memes where they're making, it's like, guys, hold on. Like they're like there's going to be a story to that. Like, so, like this is, like one person put a meme, this is not our Cap. I was like, dude, just hold on. Like, it's not supposed to be your Cap. Just hold on.
Plus you can't, I enjoyed it. I had one problem with it.
Okay.
How are you going to tell me that an Avenger can't get a business loan? Like,
because he was in the blip, and so they didn't want to give people that were in the blip.
That was really my only problem with it. Other than that, though, I thought it was great.
Right. I think. I don't think they were. So I guess they were trying to go with, like you said, like it was stupid that he's an Avenger and he can't get a loan, but it was more about his melanin that he could not get the loan, is what they were alluding to.
It was just still kind of like these guys just kind of saved the world. Like, they should be able to do whatever they want, especially since like the banker was fanboying over him.
Exactly.
Like you should be able to do something, but it's all good. It's gonna, that I feel like by the end of that, I will not even have remembered that happened.
Well, I mean, you got to keep it interesting. Like, I mean, like it wouldn't be an interesting story anymore if they just got like the whole road paved for them.
Right.
So you got to have some kind of something for them to fight for here, and that's the other reason in the storyline that they didn't get the loan.
I'm looking forward to episode 2, though. Other than that, though, I haven't watched. It's been a weird week. I haven't really watched much TV. I really haven't. Even like hockey, I haven't watched many hockey games. Like I just been busy with other stuff and just trying to focus on some other things, and haven't really put the TV on much, to be honest with you.
Well, there you go. Like, so I mean,
me and the kid will pull up Winter Soldier and Falcon, and that'll be it. Well, I can't wait to watch episode number 2 tomorrow night. So,
and then cruise around on HBO. Like I'm telling you, HBO Max can get you like I'm almost kind of addicted to HBO Max. Yeah.
One of these nights I'll get me and the wife will sit down and we'll watch some stuff on there, I'm sure. But yeah, time to wrap things up already, man. Quick episode, under 2 hours this week.
Wow.
Zach Egolf will be happy. Time for our weekly shout outs. Got a shout out to Fig Cave Podcast. Phil Gentile actually has a really good episode this past week with the brewers from Full Tilt Brewing, who do a lot of wrestling themed beers. Also got to mention that the Fig Cave has a Facebook group. If you go to thefigcave.com, you can join that for free. We're in there all the time, and we do the live reaction shows after the pay-per-views. But they also just worked out a deal with Collar and Elbow, which is a great website for wrestling shirts. They're really cool wrestling shirts. I was actually just putzing around there, added a bunch of stuff to my cart. It's collarandelbowbrand.com. But while you're there, you can use the code CAVE and save yourself 10%. So we were talking about payday. I'm gonna grab a shirt or two on payday tomorrow. So you guys should do the same. Collarandelbowbrand.com, and then use the code CAVE to save yourself 10%. Of course, we got to give much love to our boy Jack over at Figure Collections. He's selling those Nick Aldis Cella retros. He's also got a ton of other stuff. If you go to figurecollections.com/store, Virtual Suplex on social media, Extra Cooler, The Call Up, Game Marks Podcast, WrestleGeddon Podcast. Thanks again, Chris. Not Jeffrey or whatever DJ called.
I said Jason, and leave Jason.
Me alone. Thanks for the
That's your new name.
And then Zach always hooking us up with information and graphic design when we need it on a dime. Coming Down the Aisle podcast with John Swallow, Turnbuckle Tavern, Buy Sell Trade Toys. Remember, Buy Sell Trade Toys on Instagram. Use that code RUN10 for 10% off. And then Heroes Hideout. Use the code RUNIN for 10% off there. Again, me and DJ talked about it a little bit earlier. We got new stuff up on the YouTube. We're putting our episodes up there now. So if you want to watch a video version of this, see our weekly purchases, see my eye rolls at some of the stuff DJ says, see me with the belt, see DJ's eye rolls when I say certain stuff. You can do so at youtube.com/.
Watch us drink.
Exactly. And then prowrestlingtees.com/runinpod. Grab our new shirts. Let us know that you grabbed one, and we'll send you a little something. We got those new stickers. We got magnets. So we'll send you something if you grab a t-shirt starting tonight or today. And then our Twitter is at runinpodcast, and the Instagram is at the runinpod. My Twitter is at Tommy Paradise. Both that's my Instagram and my Twitter. It's Tommy PAIRODICE. And of course, you can follow along with our Munch Madness bracket that we're doing. We're trying to figure out what is the best chain restaurant in America.
Getting hot.
It's getting hot and heated. We're into the Sweet 16, and you want to follow along once we're into that Sweet 16. DJ, hit him with your Twitter and your Instagram, man.
So not LA night, but it is Fig Night, FIGKNIGHT 27 on both Twitter and Instagram.
Right on. Please, guys, if you're enjoying the show, make sure you subscribe on Apple. I'm not sure what Apple is, but Apple Podcasts. Write a review, follow along on the social media, help us out, retweet, spread the word, spread the good word of the Run-In Podcast. My name is Tommy Paradise.
And it's your boy DJ, the Vigilante It Takes.
And this has been episode number 42 of the Run-In Podcast. Good night.